Hi everyone, Miss Acosta here. We're going to review some vocabulary words that we're going to be seeing here in this chapter. So let's get to work. Abuela or abuelita means grandmother. Querida means dear. So when Sophie is writing to her grandmother, you're going to see the word querida abuelita, which means dear grandmother. Tio means uncle. You will hear Sophie refer to Tio Fernando. That means Uncle Fernando. Sophie will end her letter with te quiero, which means I love you. So when she ends her letter to her grandmom, she will sign it te quiero or I love you. This concludes our mini Spanish lesson. You all did a bueno trabajo or good job. Welcome to Listen Links. With your guest reader, Miss Acosta, K-4 Media Specialist. If you'd like to follow along with this video, we're going to be starting on page 5. So please open up to page 5, and today we're going to be reading pages 5 through 8 in our One Book, One School, Unusual Chickens for the Exceptional Poultry Farmer. So let's get reading! Hi readers, Miss Acosta here. Are you ready for another fun, fabulous chapter in our One Book, One School, Unusual Chickens for the Exceptional Poultry Farmer? Okay, then let's get reading. We're going to be starting on page 5. In chapter 2, Sophie uses the friendly letter format to write a letter to her beloved grandmother. In Spanish, the word for grandmother is abuela or abuelita. Sadly, Sophie's grandmother has died, but Sophie finds comfort in writing her letters as an outlet to get her feelings out, like we would in a diary entry. I can so relate to Sophie because I too lost my abuela when I was a young girl. Here's a picture of me with my abuelita or abuela. I'm the little girl in the light cream dress, and my sister is the little girl in the blue dress. I still miss her every day, but I can find comfort in the memories that I've shared with her. Blackbird Farm, June 4th, 2014. Mariposa Garcia Gonzalez. Heaven. Querida abuelita, I know you're dead, and I don't believe in zombies, so you don't need to write back or anything. I just wanted to write to someone. Kind of like a diary. Only, what does a diary care what I think? You might be dead, but you're still my grandmother, and you still love me. No one writes back anyway, not even LaToya, even though she promised she would. I guess Katie was right when she told LaToya she'd have to be her best friend now, since she'd never see me again. LaToya didn't say anything back, and she didn't look at me, and she doesn't answer my emails either. That's not what I call a best friend. We live on Great Uncle Jim's farm now, far from L.A., so I couldn't go see you even if you were still alive. It's okay here, I guess. We have a whole house of our own, way bigger than anyone's apartment, and a barn too, and a place that's sort of like a garage for tractors. But we barely fit because Great Uncle Jim saved a whole lot of things, just in case of who knows what. We made enough space in the attic for my bed, and if we clear some more things out, I will have a huge room up there. I thought we were moving to a real farm, but it's more like a big, boring garden. Dead looking grapevines, and blackbirds, and junk piles, and bugs. That's it. The barn isn't red like I thought barns were. Where it isn't painted. It's just really old brownish gray wood. It's kind of neat inside though. A ladder goes up to what Mom says is the hayloft. Don't worry, it isn't falling down or anything. It's really peaceful, like a library, with a high ceiling and dusty old wood. And it smells like a pumpkin patch. It makes me think of horses sleeping. The hayloft doesn't have any hay in it now. It's filled up with old furniture and dust and things in wooden boxes and under plastic tarps. I found this typewriter up here and a desk, and I moved things around very carefully until I could sit here and type. It reminds me of your old typewriter, the red one you used to let me play with, the one Mom learned to type on when she was little. I was glad I still remembered how to put the paper in, and that the ribbon wasn't all worn out yet. When I hear that clicking, it always makes me think of you. Dad said it would be really quiet here, but he must have remembered it wrong. When I open the big wooden shutters in the barn loft, I can hear weird animal noises from the farm all around during the day, even though they're really far away, kind of like a zoo. Who knew cows would be that loud? There's no glass in the window. Maybe it broke, and Great Uncle Jim couldn't afford to fix it. Just a big open space. With the shutters open, I can look out down the driveway at the street and hear the birds making a racket. I'm careful to always close them when I leave the barn, so it doesn't rain on my typewriter, and so no animals get in. A couple of times today, I thought I saw something black run behind a junk pile really fast. A sort of medium-sized something, like a cat, but as fast as a fast car. Just a black streak, really. When I told Dad, he said maybe it was a raccoon. Mom rolled her eyes and said she's never seen a super speedy raccoon. I miss LA. There aren't any people around here, especially no brown people, except Gregory, our mailman. I like Gregory. He reminds me of Mr. Hightower, my teacher last year. They don't really look alike, but they're both tall black eyes, and when they smile at you, it makes you feel like you did a great job on your science project, or your letter, or whatever, even if you didn't win a prize. I wish there were more people like Gregory here. Dad fits in fine, but Mom and I don't. I thought Mom didn't care where she lived, as long as she had her computer and printer and me and Dad, since she always begs everyone to just leave her alone so she can write, at least when she's on a deadline, and she's always on a deadline since Dad lost his job. But Sunday afternoon, when all my aunts and cousins and everyone except us would be heading to Tio's Fernando's to cook and eat even more, and then dance it all off, I saw her in the hallway just staring at Great Uncle Jim's really ancient phone. She looked sad. I miss you a lot, abuelita. I miss everyone. Te quiero. Sofacita. Poor Sophie. Looks like her and her family are having a rough time adjusting to their new life on the farm. I wonder what's going to happen next. What's your prediction? What do you think's going to happen next? I guess you're going to have to keep reading to find out. Until we meet again, stay calm and read on. Happy reading, everyone. Bye.